What do we have under the deck? The Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is all about using, we have the Devil, using your time wisely, and not futile resistance. So if you're in a situation where you feel like things aren't happening or moving as fast as you want, instead of expending energy trying to force something to happen faster, that it's, again, just an exercise in futility, using that time to say, okay, well, I'm stuck for right now, so why don't I use this time to take a deep breath. So say like you're at a doctor's appointment and they're running really late. So use that time to breathe and meditate in the waiting room, or catch up on your email, or do some errands that you haven't had a chance to do, or go for a walk. Like, say, do you have any idea how long? Well, I'm going to go for a walk for 10 minutes and walk around, the building or outside in the parking lot, or whatever you have to do. Make the best of the situation, and instead of expending energy resisting and being frustrated, and I know this is hard, seeing it as an opportunity. It's kind of like, I always like to think when, like, I remember I was in school again not too long ago, and like having to write a paper, just like getting up early. Okay, I'm going to write this paper, and like I couldn't make a coherent sentence. Like, it was so difficult. I just was like, oh, like I had all kind of the ideas, but I just couldn't get it from my head to the paper in an organized, coherent manner. So I'd just be like, all right, I'm going to go for a walk. And I would just go for a walk. And I can tell you 9 times out of 10, I'd come back and sit down and the paper would just like flow out of me in like 15 minutes. And I had spent like an hour and a half before, like, and not even gotten like 2 sentences. So, that's that hangman energy. And then a lot of times too, if you've been trying to force a solution or figure something out, by releasing and letting it go, the answers often come to you, or you see it from a different perspective, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, okay, I get it now. I can make sense of it now. I can move on. And it was almost like you were creating your own boundaries or blocks. Page of Swords. Yeah, new thinking. New communication, text messages, emails, putting things in writing. Let's keep going. Oh, yeah, someone may send you a manipulative or nasty message this month. Do not respond. Do not get sucked in. Yeah, the King of Swords. Everything you're doing in writing, make sure someone could review it. A lawyer could look at it in court. For some of you, for some reason, be really careful about what you put in writing, what you say in general. It's Mercury retrograde. Things can be misunderstood. So, and Virgo, you guys are good. I said Virgo. We're doing Virgo. You guys are good at the details and everything, but just don't bite and just keep everything professional. So if you are having to deal with someone and having to respond, and they've been provoking you or passive aggressive or nasty, have your fellow air sign look at it and strip away the emotion and keep it professional. Don't get sucked in. Oh yeah, and look at that. So if someone sends you something nasty and you respond extremely professional and with the facts, you will be victorious. So don't get sucked into other people's bad behavior. Give them enough rope to hang themselves. Like, just don't get sucked into other people's crap. Oh, the moon. So the moon's the first time this has come out. You're my 5th sign. So that full moon on the 16th is going to be extra significant for you this month. And we do go into Virgo at the end of the month, so happy birthday. No, we don't. We go into Leo. So we go into Leo at the end of the month. So I take that back. So this the 16th is a big timing for you about when things, like, I feel like something is going to be decided. You are going to be named victorious. You are going to get that job. You are going to be proven right, or maybe you're going to get written up in the company newsletter, get the promotion, do something good in the community and be in the local paper. Um, but it's all going to be done by taking the high road. Oh, Six of Cups. You may see someone from your past, someone from childhood. You may, these two together, someone else got this. Maybe this is a homecoming. You may travel home. You may also rekindle something. Maybe you had to go home for something. Maybe someone's having surgery or something and you want to go home and be there. And so you're kind of stuck at home. Maybe work is really busy, but it's like you still have to go home and there's only so much you can do there. So take advantage of it. And I know you're like, I don't think the surgery I'm just making that up as an example. It's not, I'm not seeing anything negative, but it's something like you have to do that, or maybe a super, super old relative passes and it's, they lived into their 90s and it's just, they had a wonderful life. So it's, of course, sad, but it's like beautiful and wonderful, and they lived a full long life, and it's hard to fault how their passing went down. So you have to go home, and maybe you run into some childhood friends or something about that connection with someone from home or from the past. Let me keep reading the cards, is important. Yeah, some of you are going to have to travel. Yeah, see, the Four of Cups is kind of like the Hanged Man. It's like, I don't want to be here. So it's turning a situation that is like, you're just like, I don't want to be here. I'm stuck here. Nothing's really happening. I mean, he's just like kind of pissed, just like, ugh, I don't want to sit here. But the Hanged Man is saying, and this is touching everything, this sort of like pissy negative behavior can actually be transformed into, look at this, to the Ace of Cups, new emotional beginning, victory, the Six of Cups. Like your ships are coming in, things are coming in. So just because they're not coming in as fast or in the time frame or in the exact way you want doesn't mean things aren't working out. And if you can adjust your perspective, you'll be able to, you'll be, oh my God, wait, things are actually going incredibly well. They're just taking a little bit longer maybe than you were hoping for, or there are some detours along the way. But I think the detours, like taking that break when you're trying to write your paper, will, in the long run, things will be even better than you thought they could be, or planned, or had them in mind in the first place. Yeah, look around. Like if you're into like antiques, so say like a super old aunt passes or something, like look around the house, like see if there's any sort of gems, any sort of treasures, any sort of memories. Like I sort of see some of you maybe with a glass of wine. Like it was just bad timing to go back. Like there's some pauses. I just don't know, could be anything for any of you. But you're being forced to go back, and maybe you're really going down memory lane and you find some memories, and it's something to like adjust your, like maybe you even inherit a house, and maybe you're like, you know what? My corporate job is making me feel horrible, and maybe I want to go back to home. Maybe I want to make my life more simple. Maybe I want to connect back with something I used to do in my childhood, something I don't know. There's some opportunity that comes out of a stagnant situation that you think is a waste of your time if you can open your eyes to it. and also new love. I see reconnecting. Now, everyone always wants to go back with their abusive ex person. This isn't if you meet someone for your past, it isn't someone that you had a relationship with and it ended in a negative way and you guys haven't talked in 10 years and all of a sudden it's like a Hallmark movie. No. This is like a childhood friend. It could be someone you dated, but like it didn't work because they moved away. You went to college. It was like circumstantial, not we didn't get along and we broke up because we didn't get along. Um, I see this beautiful twist of fate where you were kind of pissy or not thrilled with something and it like completely turned your whole life around. Like I feel like you may end up moving home, moving back, like or inheriting something or like some incredible twist of fate or a simple twist of fate. Not the Bob Dylan song. Yeah, so just be careful with your communications, but be open to something that may feel like your initial reaction may be negative, but I think it actually can hold like a whole new life for you. Because the way it's interesting, like with this moon card, it's almost like showing you a new way, guiding your path. Home. I don't know. It's like almost sending this. I don't even know what the hell that is. It's like a lobster, not a crab. But sending this sea creature back out to sea, like going home. Yeah, like if you strayed, and it can be metaphorically like, um, you're just like on a path that isn't really authentic to your true nature, and getting you, and that's why you're kind of like, you're not happy in some area, and something's going to come along that's going to allow you to. Some of you, there's the sea, the ocean, a body of water is going to be significant. But this new emotional being, like victory, the victory card here, this homecoming card, and this new emotional beginning, you're going to want to like simplify things. I think after all the Capricorn, like details, devils in the details, and like it's just something is just freaking exhausting. You're just like, oh, I'm done with that. I want to move on to a more simple way of living, a simpler life. Simple, like move to the country and eat a lot of peaches. Not a song or something. Um, Getting away from like the city or the busy lifestyle and calming down, winding down, keeping it simple. All right, Virgo. And I'll see you at the next reading. Take care.